Saturday 31st of October, Halloween. We're here at Orange Grove. It's the old Empire Hotel. And today we have the Pigs Parade. And there are all the pigs down there, and all the people enjoying themselves. There in the middle is the two tunnels shared path gazebo. And just through the trees there you can see King Bladud and his pig, and that's going to be unveiled this afternoon. Ground in the distance, rugby on this afternoon.
Oh, we do love it.
This is Nigel.
Oh, he's such a poser.
Who actually, isn't he? Who actually sculpted the pig, so he's extremely famous. And this is even more famous wife Becky.
Becky.
Hi Beck. Here we are down at ground level. Nigel having a chat with a few of his fans. Two-tunnel stand. And the press have just turned up. To do a piece on the pigs. I'm sure I recognise that guy. There's the unveiling.
We have one or two surprise guests this afternoon. How many of you are familiar with the legend of King Bladud?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness, that's the first page gone.
Yeah.
I'll make it as short as I possibly can because my voice is not up to strength. King Bladud is the mythical founder of Bath. His story has been told many times since the Middle Ages. A number of representations of the king do exist around the city, one of which is in my room. I say my room, it's the chairman's room. Others are elsewhere. The statue of King Bladud was almost certainly carved by Stefano Pironi, a local modeller, in and around 1859, so it's got a history. It was originally part of a sculptural ensemble including representations of the Four Seasons. The statue was produced in an attempt to improve a spa water fountain, which was located in Store Street at its junction with Bath Street. And that was erected in 1856. To cut it short, the fountain was a failure. It didn't work. They thought by the inclusion of putting the statue on with the magical qualities of King Bladud, it would make it better. It didn't. And eventually, the statue was put into storage. It ended up in people's gardens. It's got a long history of being back and forth. It went into store for a couple of years. It's been restored, and we're proud today to have it here, finally, on display. And it comes in conjunction with those wonderful pigs. And you may have noticed that I always dress for the occasion. We're supposed to go, ah. Works every time. Those pigs weren't my idea, they were the idea of a former councillor called Gitten Dawson. I was a critic to begin with, I thought they were unnecessary. I had to go cap in hand to Gita and say, sorry, you were right, I was wrong. I think the pigs are fantastic. This is a lady who thought it all up, Gitten Dawson.
We were very chuffed by how successful the pigs were, particularly because the fundraising went towards a project that is very dear to my heart, the Two Tunnels project. If you want to know more about it, there's a nice display about it over there. We raised £200,000 for the Two Tunnels project, partly because people kept on coming to see our pigs, paying admission, paying vast amounts of money for them in the auction and so on. In fact, even after we had raised £200,000, you were all still buying our posters and our books and our cards. And so we had some money left over, and so we were able to realize our dream of getting King Bladud statue back on display. And next to the statue, as you will see in a minute, is a new addition, and that is a stone-carved pig. Nigel Bryant, just there with the purple hair, is the stone pig. He is also one of the Two Tunnels campaign team, an extremely talented, hard-working team. We've almost got there. We're going to start building the Two Tunnels project in January. I think that's probably all I wanted to say. Thank you very much for supporting the project and for making this possible.
For the city, both and the surrounding areas. Well, it's been on about Bladud, but there's one area of Bath, if you look above this level, it's a circus. Have you ever noticed up on the top, the acorns? And that again is connected with Bladud. But, Chairman?
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to join you today.
That's the least he's ever said. And the superb pig. Here we go. Lloyd, you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
And now the press are doing their thing and so on and so forth. So that's the unveiling.
Oh, excuse me.
So this will be in Bath Chronicle next Thursday, 5th of November, something like that. There we go. Is everybody flocking into the Bath Rugby? It's the view from behind, and there's Nigel, the main man.
Lovely. Great. And then just way straight down into the camera. Okay, lovely. Fantastic. Like that. Just someone to hold in behind. That's it. And we're done. Thank you.
Say something funny, Lloyd.
Say something funny. What?